Well, there's one size, but then there's amping it up to the big 1010. There's just a couple of the boxes, and there's kind of a shot of the deck that has just been built. So here's a quick look at the decking. I had been reading that you don't want any vibrations. So with all that blocking, and the 2x4s are on 12-inch centers, I think that that's going to be pretty stable. One of the things that I like about the 4030, I realize it's not the Pro, but yeah, we're going from this to that. And yeah, we're getting things started here, setting things up, unboxing as it were. So a couple good manuals. This box here has the 48-inch beams with the longer cable run. This box in the back is, of course, the replacement for this. And as you will see, spoil boards galore. Now for those of you considering getting a Genmitsu, I would like to say that they do excel at labeling their items and making it as easy as possible for people to put their units together. It can be overwhelming and a little bit intimidating when you look at all the parts. And also, especially with the 1010, there's a picture of it there, that extension kit. It does take up a considerable amount of space. We went from that size of a board to 48 inches by 48 inches. So take heart. Lots of resources online. Been doing a lot of research myself, knowing what I'm going to get into, but I did want to say thanks for all the labels. I've just unloaded the spoil boards. There, you want to see the business end. There they are. Easy to replace, right? Just, yeah, no need for that at the moment. Here we have the big kahuna, you might want to call it that. So I've got the front and the back. Really nice aluminum. And I think I'm gonna set it up so that it's this way. I got my vacuum system over there, so you don't need to see a wall. Next step, of course, is getting the rest of these out one-handed. Maybe I could use my elbow. There you go. That's a nothing shot. But look at that. Really good quality, nice screw drive, or worm drive as the thing might be. As many other people have pointed out, once I went to board here, the labeling is excellent. Top layer, empty. The packaging is really quite nice. I mean, for those of you that like packaging. There you go. And then we have these. I mean, wow. Let's try and get that out of there. All right, well, I'm going to get that out of the box, but just wanted to show you. These people take their work seriously. Well, we're getting closer. I wanted to point out, I had showed you the labeling, moved everything over here, but I wanted to show you that they do a very good job of explaining everything, and they send 2 screws. If you're getting this, I noticed that I have these pre-drilled holes already, so they actually send these 2 the screw with the T-nut in the event that you don't have these tapped holes already in your front and back frame. And there you go. That bolts right in there. That's one of the 16 5x16 hex screws. Even bringing an Allen key to the party. I'm going to keep working on this. My next step, I had another step that I didn't tell you about. It's deciding, do you want silver in the front or blue in the front? Well, whoa, that was loud. We're going to put the blue in the front. Then we have brackets. 4 brackets, which is good because you need 4 brackets. As you can see, they want you to use the bolts from the initial setup, but this was all bought together, so I'm going to get started putting these on. So we've got the 2 washers on the end, 2 washers on the front side, and we're going to put the silver looking one to the back, which means we flip this around and send it to the back, just like a layer in Photoshop or something like that. Send it to the back. Now, before we move on, let's turn the page. Go to page 8. So you can see we're going to be getting our motors installed. We're going to be getting our the sides installed, and of course the motors go on. One thing before we do that, as you may or may not know, most people will tell you that you don't tighten your screws when you put it in and then move on to the next one. You turn your screws in so that they're held in place, put all 4 of your screws in, and then tighten them all. And perhaps it'll have a sequence, I don't know. But that's what we did. It's nice to have the flexibility. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go to page 8. Install the coupler, blah, blah, blah. So, as I was saying, you can see here, we've got the 3 bolts holding this on, and then these are the ones we put in before. Kind of an awkward angle, sorry about that. And then, of course, down at the end, you've got the same one there. And yeah, there you go. We're getting closer. Next step will be to put the Y-axis motors on the back side. Reading ahead, as I was always bound to do. Page 9 shows, well, it shows my limiter switches. So, as I mentioned, I got this from a guy who thought he was going to use it, then didn't need to. I need to take that and put that on the back side here. And I need to, you can see that is firmly attached, the limiter switch. So I'm actually just going to take this side off and then replace this side with this side. And then this bracket's going to be a few pages ahead. And I'm just going to put it over there. This side here, I don't have a limit switch for this side, but we do have that already on. But like I said, I was reading ahead, and you know, such is life. So we're gonna look at that. Is that it? Okay, let's consult the installation steps for the 1010 extension XY axis chromosome, whatever, extension kit. Okay, yes, that's done. I think those are already on. If not, well, I'm going to put this back up on the table, and we can peruse the instruction manual for next steps. But this is the step we're at now, page 10. And we have 2 washers and a bolt. Now, getting back to our washers and a bolt. I'm going to show you. I'll bring these over to the camera so you can get a good look at them. I already have some set up over here. I just have to see if we need to make sure that they're the right length. So there's our washers. This one already has the flat washer and the lock washer on it. I'm just going to set these down and we'll do a test run to see if this is too long of a bolt or if we need a shorter one. Because there's no, oh yeah, that's not going to bottom out. Oh, see that bottoms out. And I'll show you. Bring the camera over here. Come with me, gentlemen and ladies. See, there's your screw right there. Too much travel. Okay. So now we know it's the short one. You just stand there for a moment. I found another short one. Didn't go all the way through, and as I was saying, I want to make sure that the threads contact all the way through the opening, but we don't want to go too far that they extend out past the plate, which these ones do not. So we're going with it. And we have good success. Guess what? I found the answer. Once again, if I could do this for you, I would. There's actually screw holes. I'll show you. So we grabbed the carriage. The missus came in and we chatted. And then I realized, oh, that corresponds to page 15 of the alternate instructions. And if you look over there closely, that doesn't work. You'll see that there's the wide screw in there. Because I started affixing this one to the back right there, and it was shaking around, little shake, rattle, and rolling. Even with the chamfered ones, it wasn't sitting flush. So I knew there was something, a different way to attach these together. So it turns out we're going to put those flat screws in there. Now, we're back on track, which means, let me bring it over here, friend, which means that we are going to still, oh, pardon me, didn't mean to push you over. We're still going to take this thing off. Oh, you can't see that. There, we're still going to take this thing off, but I'm going to get that built first, and then I'm going to slide it on. Yeah, there you go. So there's just 4 of these lovely countersink ones. I'm going to get her a little bit tighter than I would normally. I'll just move you over this one, just so that I can put my arm right in the way. So we pop that in, and in we go. Yeehaw. Sweet. Mother of pearl jam. That's great. So this is one of the chewed up ones. Now we can get these a little bit tighter. We'll get back over here. This is a fairly low light situation. See if we can bring some more light to bear. Maybe not. Yeah, there you go. So this moves up and down. Nice. Okay, so 2 motors left. This is our X motor, which is going to sit on the end over here like that. And then we have this one that's going to sit on the top. And as you can see, the torsion piece and everything is on there tight. So I'm going to check the little set screw that's on the side. You guys may want to be something like, here, let me readjust your camera. Yeah, you can kind of see right through there. Just a minute. Let's see if we can get you a better seat. We did have some good fortune. I happened to find a couple more of the right length, and so those will go in. I had another one that's just same diameter, just a little bit longer, so I just put a lock washer on it, and that seems to snug it in good, which is what we want. Oh, oh no, not too bad. Okay, thought that was going to be tight. All right, well, let's tighten these up. And get that one in there. And get that one in there. There we go. That's going to sit there. Super. So there, we have made it another step closer to the finish line. You can probably see that we're connected to the rod inside there. Time to take a look at our handy dandy booklet and just see. Let me move you back here. I'll just extend this out for you so you can kind of have a good overview of what we've done to date. All right, so next thing we have to put on is our X limit switches. So you can see there's the actual piece, and it looks like that is held on by screws on the top right there, and there's a couple right there and there. All right, so I'm gonna go, that's gonna sit like this. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, well, I'm gonna go figure out how to put this thing on.